But perhaps the most striking election this year is in Kentucky, where they did expand Medicaid, and by all accounts, it has worked brilliantly. Kentucky has seen the nation's steepest drop in the rate of uninsured residents. Only an idiot would try to undo that. Which brings me to gubernatorial candidate Matt Bevin. He has been accused of wanting to end the expansion and kick people off Medicaid, something he denies.
You're hearing things that I'm supposedly saying, which in fact I've never said. I've never said I'm going to kick people off of Medicaid.
All right, OK, fine, you never said that. Well, I presume that means that this footage does not exist.
The fact that we have 1 out of 4 people in this state on Medicaid is unsustainable, it's unaffordable.
So if you were governor, you would undo his executive order to expand Medicaid?
Absolutely. No question about it. I would reverse that immediately.
The only rational explanation is that Matt Bevin has cloned himself, and his clone, Bat Mevin, is even stupider than he is. And what makes his opposition to government assistance especially hard to take is that he heads up a family bell-making business whose Connecticut factory sadly burned down a few years ago. So what did this staunch, small government, free market advocate do?
Owner Matthew Bevin vows to rebuild, and he may be getting some help.
Senator Blumenthal vows to explore EPA grants for cleanup, possible small business loans, and potential resources from FEMA and other federal agencies.
Your kind offer to basically form Team Belltown is critical.
Now, to be fair, Team Belltown did not receive federal assistance. Bevin did, however, get a $100,000 state grant to reopen his factory. So if Matt Bevin ends up winning, I presume he'll give you healthcare as long as you cover yourself in bells and set yourself on fire. But the real irony here is that Bevin did not have insurance to cover the fire because he claimed no company would insure the buildings for a price that made sense. That's right. Because the cost of insurance was too high, he needed to turn to the government for help. And quite frankly, Matt Bevin, that should ring a f***ing bell. And yet, as of right now, his race is considered a toss-up. He could win, just like Dick Black could win, and just like Robert Gray definitely won't. So on Tuesday, even if you don't live in a state holding an election, spare a thought for the people who do, because the results may ultimately affect the health of 500,000 people, and of course, one ridiculous-looking animal.